Hey guys, this is the Ken Mac Show. Hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, I want you to give me a like and a comment, please, on the live stream comment section. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to get right into this video and I'm going to explain to you guys everything that you need to know. I'm going to show you everything that I've been doing in order to buy businesses using none of my own money. Do a little countdown. Okay, I want to know who is with me this evening, on this Friday evening or morning or afternoon, wherever in the world you are ushering in from. We are streaming just now on YouTube, Ken Mac on Well, YouTube channel, also on Facebook, the Business Buyers Tribe. We've got 1.6 thousand members, growing. Hopefully we should be a community of nearing 2,000 by the end of this year. And if you're not a member of the Business Buyers Tribe, jump over to Facebook and you can catch us over there. Should be a link in the YouTube channel about section. Okay, as soon as I get 10 likes on this video, I'm going to start getting right into the content, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys life-changing knowledge, step by step, exactly what it is that you need to do in order to buy businesses using absolutely none of your own money. I've got some very valuable content to share with you guys. Very excited. Coming to you live just now from the Deal Making Factory. Let me just unblur the camera. As soon as we get 10 likes, guys, I'm going to get right into the content. Check it out, guys. You see behind me there? The 3 monkeys. Let's just move this microphone. We've one of the monkeys there with the coronavirus mask on. Really cool. Let's see, turn the camera, show you guys. How cool is that? It's good to see you guys on here tonight, not out partying. This is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be spending your time learning as much as you can. I'm just looking down at my phone just now, and do you know what's really, really cool? Facebook make up subtitles when you're speaking live. I did not even know that. That is so cool. So cool. Automated subtitles. A few more viewers. Give me a couple of likes, loves, whatever you want to give me. Give me some hate. As soon as I see that you guys are here with me just now, you're telling the YouTube algorithm and Facebook algorithm that you want to see this content. I'm going to start sharing my screen with you, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is that you need to see in order to follow my system step of your own money, free of charge. This is a kind of content that I charge money for in my mentorship programs. I'm going to be sharing this with you guys absolutely free of charge. So get ready to screenshot what I'm about to show you. If you guys get any plans for this weekend, let me know in the comment section. Who have we got here with us? Andrew, it's great to see you. Great to see you here in the live stream this evening. Can you guys hear the music? I'm going to do this a little bit more informally this evening because I want to. Yeah, it's Friday night, so I've got the shirt off, just taking it easy. Jose, good to see you. You're asking, how can I find a deal in Texas? Where is a great place to look? Well, I'm going to share that with you just now. I'm going to walk you through the process step by step. Wes, good to see you, my friend. Business Buyers Tribe. Yes, we're streaming live on the Business Buyers Tribe. I'm going to put a link just now in the comments section. Let me just go into my mobile phone notes. I'm going to paste a link just now in the comment section to join the Business Buyers Tribe, free of charge group. Okay. There we are. I've just popped the comment in there for you guys just now. We've got Andrew from Augusta. We've got Wes from Las Vegas. That's so cool. We've got Texas with us this evening. Mark, good to see you. Wendy, good to see you here this evening. Jose says he's in real estate, so plans are to get more deals to wholesale properties. Yeah, do you know what? We have a QLA real estate group that you can join as well on Facebook. If you just search QLA real estate, Quantum Leap Advantage real estate, you can find us on the YouTube group. In fact, what I'll do as well is I'll pop a comment in the comment section below with a link to the QLA group. But you can use our strategies to acquire real estate. I don't follow the QLA system, but you can use the SBA, as you know, the Small Business Administration SBA 7A loan program to acquire commercial real partner. Josh just got an SBA 7A on some commercial real estate, big metal buildings in Texas, up in the Fort Worth, Dallas area, big storage units. Big buildings made split into very small units that are rented out to small businesses like garages, etc. So, it's a lot of work to get one of the SBA loans over the line. Jace, good to see you, Jace Thurwell. Talk to me about franchise. Franchises. I try and stay away from franchises because, especially with my acquisition methodology. And the thing about buying a franchise is that you are bound by the franchise agreement. So they've got you locked in, they've got you by the balls. And also, it's not so straightforward. I'm buying a franchise just now, in fact. It's not the normal type of business that I would go and buy, because they make things very difficult for you. They're asking for business plans, all sorts of bits and pieces before we even start the acquisition process. But if you're buying a business that is not a franchise, then you don't have any of these hurdles to cross. You get many hurdles to cross when you're buying a franchise. I've got a very good book about franchises. I'm just going to jump over to my book section here. It's called The Franchise or Franchise Your Own Business. I would far rather franchise my own business than buy a franchise. Franchising your business is the best and quickest way to grow a brand, because you have a proven system, a proven set of steps that somebody can follow to replicate your successful business model quicker than they would be successful themselves starting a business from scratch. Because let me tell you something, that most businesses fail. 9 out of 10 businesses are going to fail and not pass the 10-year mark for so many different reasons. But I think, if we take your business, Jason, for example, the cake business, this is a business that you could take and replicate the model that you've implemented and then repackage and sell that out as a franchise a bit like Subway. Subway is, it's an amazing franchise model, and it's a very successful way to grow your business. It is the quickest way to grow your business. Right. Okay, we have enough momentum to get this show on the road, guys. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. All of these businesses that you guys have seen me buy over the years, the factories, the football club, the commercial cleaning companies, the services companies, essential infrastructure companies, these are all businesses, companies that I have bought without risking a penny of my own money. So I'm going to share with you just now a simple model. Okay, very simple model that you can implement without having to buy a course from me, without having to come on one of my mentorship programs. Of course, it's a luxury, and I highly recommend that you educate yourself by surrounding yourself with the right people. So I'm going to walk you through the process. How do you buy a business using none of your own money? Well, it's a little process called leverage buyout, LBO. Have any of you guys heard of leverage buyouts before? Just making sure we're streaming to the tribe here. Richard Tracy, good to see you, my friend. Ronald Sadden, good to see you. Mustafa, it's good to see you. And Christine, good to see you here this evening. Okay, so there's a few of you guys who I know that are well versed in this process. A lot of you guys follow the QLA system, but I follow my own system. Now, here are the order of events. Let's go through this one by one. So, say you're going to look for a business to buy. Personally, I avoid business brokers because they make life very difficult for you. I highly recommend that you put systems in place to find a business to buy by creating an inflow and an outflow of leads, a lead creation system that involves you undercutting the middleman and going directly to the source. So without going into the detail, I would rather just show you how you buy the businesses without using your own money. This is a completely different topic. How to deal source. So let's say we've got the deal, right? We've found a deal. Let's say we do it the old-fashioned way and you sign the NDA with the business broker. So then that's a non-disclosure agreement. Do you know what? I was in the business buyers boot camp that I run every week, and one of the guys that's in the group has got an amazing deal on the table right now. It's textbook. It's absolutely no money down. And I'm going to show you this deal as an example once I go through this process with you guys. If you guys like the content that I'm sharing with you just now, I would like you to smash the like button. Give us a comment in the comment section and let me know that you want to see what I'm showing you. Okay, so once the seller has received the NDA back from you, you're going to issue a document which I call the pre-qualification questionnaire. That's a PQQ. By this time, by the way, you've established the business name, location, industry, source, motivated seller, of course, because we only want to be dealing with motivated sellers. We're looking for businesses that are 500K to 5 million in revenue. Personally, I don't waste my time with small businesses that are 500K. I'm looking for businesses that are more established, that are 5 to 10 million. My preferences are companies that are 5 to 10 million plus. The biggest acquisition I've had is 50 million, employing in the region of 700 employees. And it was a much easier deal to structure than some deals that are in the 500K region. And that's not uncommon. You want to be dealing with the majority shareholder, okay? you're going to issue the broker or the business with a pre-qualification questionnaire, which is going to be a series of questions that you are going to ask in order to size up the business. In order to structure your PQQ, I would be putting this into a Google form, and then just creating a link and sending the broker or the seller the link with all the questions, and then they can automatically fill in the questions for you. The other name for this document is called the bullshit detector. It's going to tell you it's going to give you a good indication if the seller is trying to pull the wool over your eyes or not. What we're looking for is a legitimate sale of a motivated seller. I highly recommend you stay far away from business sellers that are not motivated. Let's take, for example, the deal that one of my mentees had on the table this evening. The seller had a stroke. He's very worried about his health, and he's also very worried that the business is going to have to close its doors with nobody to take over. So the seller is highly motivated, and this deal is 100% leveraged with the cash in the bank and the receivables. There is in the region of 1 million of receivables that we can leverage, and the bank are happy to facilitate 100% leverage against the receivables to facilitate the leverage buyout, which I'm very happy about. Okay, so we've established that you're going to have to ask a series of questions to the seller to establish if this is going to be a good fit for you and that you are not wasting the time of the seller and yourself. I've got a rule that I want to get as many irons into the fire and attack the market as aggressively as you possibly can. Because if you get 5 deals in the pipeline and 4 fall through, you've got that one that you're going to get over the line. And it's not always about acquiring 100% of the share capital. Sometimes it's better to have 10% of something than 0% of nothing. Okay, so you're going to have a site meeting. You're going to have a site meeting first to view the business, its assets, inspect, take an interest. Say you're going to have a look at a furniture manufacturing company. It's going to look a little bit odd, isn't it? If you're looking, if you're not looking at the machinery and taking an interest in what it is that you're buying, you want to be taking note serial numbers. You want to be looking at the machinery. What are the machines? Are the CMCs? What are the CMCs? You want to be looking at absolutely everything in the business. Everything. And most importantly, you want to be building up a rapport with the seller. This is all about building up a rapport with the seller, because this is a sales process. You are selling a solution to the seller. You're selling an exit solution. So even though they're selling you the business, you are selling them your solution. And if they don't like you, you don't build up the rapport, then they're unlikely to give you deferred consideration. Or in the USA, we call it seller finance. In the UK, we call it deferred consideration. Okay. Now, once you have gathered the basic financial information of the business, being the gross profit, the net profit for the last 12 months, the EBITDA figure, the earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization, of course, the adjusted EBITDA, because you want to make sure that they're not inflating the figure. And that's another topic, by the way. We want to gather the basic documents. So we want to get all the financial statements, profit, loss, balance sheet, audited accounts, cash flow statements, up-to-date management accounts. There's no sense in them giving you the last year's financial accounts. You need to see the up-to-date management accounts as exactly what the position is with the business now. You want to get the last 12 months bank statements, copies of lease agreement is up to date, credit cards of the business is up to date. You want to understand the secured debts, unsecured debts, tax liabilities, and the accounts payable. Sure, you guys know the difference between accounts payable and accounts receivable. Accounts payable is your supplier's invoices that you need to pay. The accounts receivable are the accounts that you're receiving from services rendered. I tend to deal with business to business sector as opposed to the business to consumer sector. So, of course, you're not really going to invoice your consumers. They're going to be it's going to be a point of sale transaction. However, if you're dealing B2B, then you're invoicing your customer and then you're collecting within 30 days credit terms normally. And I prefer the B2B sector for many, many reasons. And I'm sure that you guys are going to ask me, what is the best industry to target right now? Well, my answer to you is this: essential infrastructure. That is the best industry to target right now. Stay away from the non-recession proof and non-COVID proof businesses. If you find a business that stood the COVID and it stood the last recession back in 2007, then let me tell you something, you guys are onto a winner. Now, after you've signed the letter, you want to get a letter of intent. Once you get to this stage here, LOI, letter of intent, or in the UK we call this the heads of terms. We need to structure the deal. Okay, so I'm going to go through this section here with you, and I'm going to show you exactly how we buy the business using none of your own money. But before I continue, I'm just going to jump over onto some of the comments. I want to see who's with us. I want to see you guys smash the like button and let me know, make some noise and let me know that you want to see the content that I'm sharing with you right now. Francis, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining us this evening on the live stream. Thomas Pabon, it is very good to see you, my friend. In fact, Thomas, that's in the live stream with us just now on my Facebook page, was involved in one of my first bigger deals back in the day. We were acquiring a very, very nice school, which Thomas is now a shareholder of, in Spain. Very, very nice school. It was a €6 million acquisition. Elizabeth, good to see you. Elizabeth is one of our mentees. It's in the Bootcamp 3.0, and Elizabeth is from Belgium. Great person to connect with. You guys must follow Elizabeth. Andrew, it's an absolute pleasure to be sharing this content with you this evening. I want to share as much knowledge with you all as I possibly can. And the thing is this, that I would love to jump in these live streams more, but I simply do not have the time to do it. Okay, right guys, let's speak about structuring. How do we structure these deals? How do we make them happen? So, take a look here. Right, so, first question is this. Is there any seller finance involved? Is there any deferred consideration? Take a look at bizbuysell.com in the USA. Most of the deals there, if you filter, 90% of them are willing to accept seller finance. This is a key. Most businesses that are sold have a percentage of seller finance. It might be 10%. Some are 100%, not all of them. But just bear in mind this, that most of these seller finance agreements, especially in the USA, are written in the benefit of the seller. So if you default on any of the payments, the business will be reverted back to the seller. The deal is reversed, and any consideration that you've put down, if you buy a $6 million company and you put down 600K, guess what happens? Say you buy a $6 million RV park in Louisiana. the seller gets the company back, and you lose the $600,000 that you have put into the deal. So be very, very careful with seller finance, and never ever over leverage a deal. Never ever over leverage a deal. Okay, I want to know what's in the bank. Is there any money in the bank? So the company that myself and one of our mentees are buying a Bootcamp 3.0. This is a very, very nice logistics company, distribution in the UK. And I don't have the financials in front of me, but I'm pretty sure there's something in the region of 7 figures in the bank account. There's about $500,000 that's been raised with disaster recovery loans. So that's sitting in the bank account now. We are going to inherit that debt, and that amount of money that's sitting in the account now, part of it is going to be used. It's going to be used to facilitate the purchase of this company. So 50% is seller. Let's take the deal that we're doing now as an example. 50% is seller finance. We're going to facilitate. Let's just say 500,000. So we're going to use 500K that's in the bank, which has not been revenues of the company. This is disaster recovery loans, and the capital is still sitting in the company just now. It's a very healthy company. It's not a company in distress. 99% of companies in the UK have had disaster recovery loans, just like in the USA, where you get the SBA disaster recovery loan and the PCP loan program. So, it just so happens that the company hasn't used that money as of yet. Receivables. So there's something in the region with this company of 1 million in receivables. And the bank are happy to facilitate 100% of the receivables to facilitate the LBO. So they're happy for us to use the receivables to facilitate the LBO. Okay, I can't remember if there's an overdraft limit for this particular company, but say there's an overdraft limit of, say we get 100K. This 100K we can use towards the purchase, the leverage buyout. An overdraft limit means if you have $0 in the bank account, you can overdraw. It's like a line of credit. You can go negative 100K. For those of you guys that don't understand the word receivables, I just want to ask, can you guys hear me okay? Is the live stream sound quality okay? Could you comment now and let me know, guys, please? Smash the like button or whatever. Just make some noise and let me know that you can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Excellent. Okay, doc. Receivables are the invoices outstanding. So that would mean that we have 1 million of accounts receivable invoices out to customers that they haven't yet paid. 30 days to pay. Sometimes customers don't pay for 60 days. So that means that we can leverage the debtor book of the company by factoring. We can use an invoice factoring service. And usually that means that we can raise 90% of the value of the invoices, 90 to 95%. Companies in the UK that offer factoring services are Bibby Financial Services, Aldermore Financial Services. And by the way, guys, I own a financial brokerage. And if any of you guys are looking to have bank loans, business loans, it's only business loans that we can do against your businesses, let me know and I would love to help you. We do invoice financing, disaster recovery loans, secure loans, unsecured loans. Let me know. There's a nice little add-on I can offer my mentees as well, that we can facilitate our own lending. So I'm very happy about that. The company is called Mach 1 because we move at the speed of sound. Any credit card balances are undrawn, we can leverage that as well. Any real estate equity, so for example, 70% loan to value, but any equity undrawn in the real estate. So say we have 30, 40K, 50K, 100K, we can use that towards the LBO. Think about this, guys. Imagine you're buying a house. Imagine you're buying a house and you're obtaining a bank loan. Buying a business is like buying a house, but it's got a few more mechanics attached to the back end of it. Some properties you can obtain 113% bank loan against. Buying a business with no money down is no different. You're buying a property with no money down. You're buying your house with no money down. You're putting a very small fraction of the value of your property down when you buy it on this day. It's the same when you buy a company. Sometimes you need to put down a little bit. Most of the time, you don't. Making the mess here, guys, with the water. So don't overcomplicate it, and don't let it confuse you. It's a very simple and straightforward process to buy companies using leverage. If there is any stock, you can open up a stock financing facility, inventory financing facility, so your stock and inventory. You can bring on an external investor who's going to take an equity position in the business. Let me give you an example. A friend of mine, Sean, he bought an RV park, purchase price 6 million, down payment 600,000, seller financed 90%. The investor received 50% ownership in a $6 million RV park with putting not a lot of money down. So investor wins, seller wins, and the buyer wins. All parties win. It's a great way to entertain a leverage buyout. It's a very, very nice way to do a leverage buyout by bringing on an investor. But the thing is this, when you're giving away equity in your business, especially significant equity, just remember that investor is going to probably be silent and not have any part of the daily runnings of the business. So it would be nice to bring on board somebody who can add value to the business, especially when you're giving away equity. But there again, if that investor didn't come on board, the deal might not have happened. So he's very happy about it. So machinery, imagine you're going to buy a factory, and say you're going to buy a print factory, and it's got machinery that costs 500, 600, 700,000. Say there's a couple of million in machinery, and say we've got equity of say $1 million. We can say go to Close Brothers, company in the UK. They can provide a leverage buyout asset finance facility where on the day of signing, just beforehand, we would receive an EOI, an expression of interest. So we would provide that with our offer letter to say to the seller that we have an expression of interest from Close Brothers Financial Services, that they are going to provide a drawdown facility on the day that we take over the business. And what they will do, my friends, is they will put that £1 million or dollars or whatever currency you're transacting into an escrow facility with your lawyer or with their lawyer, and on the day of signing, there'll be an exchange. So you want to list out all the machinery that you're going to be leveraging within the business. You can even approach your major suppliers or your biggest suppliers and say, listen, guys, we're going to be buying this business. We understand that you are one of our major suppliers. We're looking for a short-term loan from you, and in exchange, we're going to give you an exclusivity agreement over your competitors so that you get all of our business for the next 5 years if you provide us with a 1 year, 2 year loan. This is not uncommon. It's probably something you've not thought of before, but we have used this before in the past. So you want to put down a little bit of money yourself and you want to drop 100K. Not always necessary, In fact, in this case, we're not going to put any money down. In this case, we're not going to raise an SBA loan. SBA, for those of you guys who are not from the USA, that's the Small Business Administration 7A loan program. Government-backed lending scheme. They'll lend up to 95% of the business value. It's very nice. It takes a lot of work to put one of them through. And if you're from another country out with the UK, you do need a US partner. Okay, this is a traditional bank loan. So in this case, let's say we don't raise a loan. Family members, let's just pass that one by just now. Merchant financing facility. So this is, imagine that you guys have cards taken. So you're taking debit and credit card payments on a monthly basis. You can leverage 120% of your monthly card takings on an 80-20 split with the merchant finance provider. What that means is they will intercept 20% of all your card takings every month and give you 80%. And if you take no payments for any month through your card machine, that means that there's nothing to pay. So it's not a loan; it's a financing facility. Any revolving lines of credit. So very common in businesses. Hope you guys are enjoying the music, by the way. I'm going to share with you what we're listening to just now. This is called Trance 2020. It's a little stream of listening to just now on YouTube. Any unsecured loans? So say the company has or can access a 50,000 unsecured loan. For argument's sake, disaster recovery loan. So in this case, with this business, we get 500k. I've accounted for that in the bank balance. And here's another one for you guys that you probably haven't thought of before. You can sell the real estate of the business. You can sell the real estate and lease it back. So you can sell it to an investor, give them a favorable lease agreement of say 10, 15 years that they've secured a tenant on a reasonable return. And in exchange, you receive the equity in the real estate. It's a fantastic way to raise money. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Okay, so how much money have we raised? We have raised 1.5 million to buy this business with absolutely none of our own money. That's it. It's very straightforward. It's not complicated. The only thing or the main thing that holds people back is fear. Fear is what holds most people back from achieving and doing. This is it's a scary process. If you're coming into this industry without knowing what you're doing, it can be very intimidating, especially if you're dealing with companies with revenues in the millions. But once you get used to this process, it's a walk in the park, guys, and you can acquire companies all over the world like I've been doing without risking any of your own capital. It's not a big deal. It's a lot of fun, by the way. So hope you guys enjoyed the explanation this evening of how to buy a business using none of your own money. And by the way, as it is Black Friday, I do have a very amazing offer for you. It's the first time I've done it. I've got 80% today of the online course, Acquisitions Made Simple. It's broken down into 21 bite-sized segments. It's a beautiful course. It's got everything that you need. It's completely bespoke. Let me just stop sharing this screen here. It's completely bespoke. It's unlike any other course there on the internet. How do I know that? Because I've never taken any other course. This is created from my 16 years of ups, downs, wins, losses, failures. So it's got all my deal-making templates, documents, blueprints, step-by-step. It's got everything that you guys need to simplify the process, to take you by the hand and walk you through every single part, from finding your deals to structuring your SPV. That's your special purpose vehicle. That's the company that you are going to set up in order to make your first acquisition. going to show you everything that you need to know in order to do this without paying for a mentorship program. But for those of you guys that are looking to take things a little bit further, I do have the Business Buyers Bootcamp, which is starting. It's called 4.0, which is starting in January 2021. It's limited to 10 spaces only. I've only got a few spaces left for January. It has sold out the entire year so far, and I expect January to be a busy one as well, because it is the best time of the year for you to jump on a mentorship program. No better time than January to set your goals and make things happen. And I'll be taking you guys by the hand. We'll be working on your deals on live calls every week. Q&A. We'll be following the process. We'll be setting your business up, your website, sourcing the deals, structuring your deals, carrying out commercial due diligence. The entire process from start to finish. Okay, guys. It's time for a little bit of Q&A, because I'm going to go down to my nightclub on the bottom floor of my property. We've got a private nightclub here, and I'm going to spin some tunes on the decks, which I'm very excited about the evening. And it's already 10 o'clock here in the United Kingdom. So I'm just going to look at the various different channels that we're streaming to here this evening and just see if there are any questions. Jose's saying, keep it on YouTube, please. Absolutely, I will keep this stream on YouTube. Let's jump over to YouTube to see what's happening. Hey Andrew, I'm just going to pop your link just now to the Q&A real estate group. I'm a admin in the group, so I will let you in right away. Okay, listen guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening. I am going to likely take the offer off, the Friday, Black Friday offer offline very shortly. So if you have ever thought about getting a mentor or jumping on my online course, then now is your chance, because I don't want to be getting messages from people asking for exceptions, because I'm sorry, I will not make them. I created this course to help you guys out, because when I was in my early 20s back in the day, I never had that opportunity. I never had that course. I never had that mentor by my side. And that's why I have gone out of my way to create this program for you guys. You know, I don't like selling my time for money, but I've done it to help as many entrepreneurs as I can have the person by their side that I didn't when I was younger back in the day. I would have been many, many steps ahead if I had somebody to give me the shortcut. I would have saved so much money. Let me give you an example. One of my first deals, one of my first bigger deals, I lost 50k on due diligence and the deal collapsed just before it settled. That was a lot of money for me back in the day. So I can help you guys avoid these problems. I can help you guys hire contingent-based advisors that's going to save you from paying money up front and making the mistakes that I've made, because I've made so many mistakes. And it is like playing a game. You just need to get good at it. And you need to be very careful how you make your moves, because if you make the wrong move, you can cock the deal. If you make the wrong move, you can have. We have a phenomena called seller remorse, and it's where the seller pulls out last minute. Have you heard of buyer's remorse before? When you're going to go and buy something, you're going to buy that expensive car. Well, there's a thing called seller's remorse. And it's not very nice when you spend months of your life and money, potentially money, if you've paid your advisors up front, and then your deal collapses because it's no sweat to the seller because the seller ain't lost any. Comment there from Wendy. Thanks for simplifying it. My pleasure, Wendy. Thank you so much for joining the live stream here this evening.
Sometimes I feel like a bird with one wing.
Wish you guys a wonderful evening and weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope the video quality and the audio quality was good. And I hope to see you guys on the Acquisitions Made Simple online course or bootcamp. You can check out www.kenmac.com/Black Friday if you're quick. The link will be up for the next few hours, maybe over the weekend. We haven't decided yet. We don't want to sell too many courses that are heavily discounted because it's not fair on the ones who have paid the full price. This is just to help you guys. Well, let me say something. It's to help the less fortunate. There's so many people out there that have been wanting to join my course that didn't have the money to do so. So that was the main purpose behind the Black Friday offer. So all I would ask, guys, is that you don't abuse it, and if you do have the money to pay the full price, that you pay the full price. So peace out, guys. See you guys soon.